do not hesitate to reach us. Now, why are they read this? Now, make you understand. There are so many other companies that has left Nigeria. I think as at last week, we have over 30 companies that has run away. Run from Nigeria. They run waka. Now this is the Novera and they are gone. And I think we should, let us just take a time to go through our Prime Minister's handle and see what is going on today. After they have told you that sit at home they have killed the sit at home has died, the sit at home is resurrected, sit at home is buried, the Biafra is finished, every Biafran is now doing the needful. I want you to understand that the Biafrans are doing the needful. It's no longer and people come. Biafrans are now risen. Not that they are waking up. Every Biafra don't wake up. Fool. Every Biafra now don't wake up. Kurokuroli. I want to make you get this. Every Biafran don't wake up. Kuro, fool. So people are now willingly observing the sit at home, observing everything, doing their votes. I don't know if you have voted or if you've not. If you have not, and you are still looking at me, you still go about from one platform to the other, you still go about fighting against the restoration of Biafra. I don't know what to tell you, but the only thing to tell you is that there's that music one man sang, a promoter sang. He said, "I'm gonna get back on one or Lanka." Something which you refuse to do. When that thing will reckon, hey, the day of reckoning, you go cry. Now you go cry, don't be me. So I want everybody to think again about what is going on and how they are going on. Like I said, we are going to pass through our Prime Minister's handle before we go into the program today. So let's go. Let's hear this.
I want you to understand that there is nothing we do today that is against any law. There is no way any government will unleash its own military to kill their citizens, and you tell me that somebody is going to support that. No, it is only that many people don't know their right. That's why Nigeria have taken advantage of that to kill many people for many years. Thousands of people have been killed. Today, northern Nigeria, they are ravaging the villages. The terrorists are sacking and burning entire villages, and there is no military there because the military is already part of them. All they do now is to send their own legitimized terrorists in uniform to Biafra land to do the job for them. But I thank Chukwuka that the Biafra Liberation Army, the defense force of Biafra, have surprised them. They thought it is by Jesse, or Jesse Naba, or System Naba. Today, I am very proud of the Biafra Defense Force. I'm very proud of the Biafra resistance fighters. The way they are neutralizing these terrorists is something that we are going to write in the book. And our children will read about it. How they stood gallantly, defended our land, and neutralized criminals and terrorists who come to kill us. It will continue to go down in the history.
Now, they will continue to go down in the history. We will just go through some few updates from our Prime Minister before we go into the program this evening. Now, like I used to tell us, if waiting we they do is wrong against the law, how do you think that any government in EU, in America, will give you an office as a liaison office? You know what liaison office means? Liaison office stand the same thing as embassy office. Now I want to tell you something. As Musa alleged or lied to people to deceive people, to distract people from facing the reality, Musa went on to tell people that He will fish them out. Those that are sponsoring their own freedom, that he is going to fish them out. And then I want to tell everybody today, if what Musa is saying is true, why? It's very simple. Okay, me, I am a Spain. All Musa need to do, call Spanish embassy, see this person. Oh, you don't even need to go about the you don't need to look for my name. The only thing Musa should do, I do live program. Carry one of my live program. Give Spanish embassy. This man is one of them. They will use my live program. They will know my location. They will come my house, come visit me, or they go call me for telephone, give me invitation. Or they go come here, come bundle me, go give Musa. So for the fact that Musa could not, will not, cannot, have no right to do that. Because Musa cannot go to the Spanish embassy and tell them, like you hear those elders said, and tell them, please, see this man now, this man with glasses, he is preaching that people should support Biafra. And they will ask him, what do you mean by Biafra? Remember, Spain cannot and can never listen to him. In Spain today, as I'm talking to you, we have a part of Spanish land called Catalonia that want to leave. They want to separate themselves from Spain. They know they want anybody. When they rise to do their protest, the police go even guard them, make sure say nobody wound. Even among the protesters, when you shout to one another, police go tell you make you calm down. And the police from the side that are protesting will join them in protest with their uniform. It's only in Biafra land that you will see police shoot at people because they carry card. Even sometimes with nothing. They will raise their hands and say, we are saying, give us freedom. Police will open fire on them. Only in Nigeria. Since Buhari took office, how many times have you seen people gone to do protest and come back alive? Only those that go to do protests according to the will of Nigeria, that they know that their protest will mount to nothing. If you do NSAS, you will mount. They go mount you. If you want to stand against the hike of price, food price, they go mount you. School fees, they go mount you. Freedom, they go mount you. Police incessant killing, they go mount you. Police brutality, army, they go mount you. If you dare stand to protest against the displacement of your people by the Nigerian army, by Nigerian headers, they go mount you. Today, as I am speaking to you, the Fulani people have come out openly and they warn Buhari, what is his name? Tinubu. They told Tinubu, you must create what do you call it? Livestock ministry. And if you don't understand what this livestock ministry stands for, the livestock ministry will be a ministry that they will govern themselves, because it's a ministry of cow, ministry of Malu. By the time you have ministry of Malu, they have their spokesperson in your own government. And this man will tell you there will be allocation. I want you to make una the get. Only them. Listen, do you know there is a ministry for Amajiri children? Do you know that? There is a ministry for Amajiri children. And this ministry is a ministry that sees about the Amajiris, all those children of Funani and Aboki in the north that are in the street, that are doing Babiala. They have allocation every year. You don't know. And you are there fighting me for telling you to repent and fight for your own freedom. You look at me and you see me as your problem. There are many people that need deliverance. There are many people that need deliverance. And they must be delivered, whether they like it or not. We will continue. Let's just move on a little bit and see what our Prime Minister says.
We have built the foundation, have a more organized government. We have started the self-defense of Biafra, not only against the terrorist state, but making sure that nobody comes to Biafra land and kill and go free. So when you are going out there using diplomatic channel to speak and seek a redress to what has happened to Biafra people, you need to be speaking in a language that will
Now we have rights. All we need to do is to sponsor our own freedom, irrespective of what Musa tell you or what Musa may be crying for, how much Musa cry. We are not listening. We are not stopping. We must move on. They are crying because they can no longer come and hunt people down for no reason. They are now crying because the days are gone when you come to Biafra land, you slaughter people the way you like Wike did, like so many of them did. Like you come to Mazenam Dekano house, you gunned down 28 able-bodied men and nothing happened. And you went away freely. Like you come to Aba where they were praying, you gunned down people unnumbered and you went away. You kidnapped so many people, you went away. And you tell me you are working for who? It's only in our land that we have Operation Golden Dance, Operation Up, Crocodile, Operation Smile, Operation Crocodile Smile, Operation Python Dance, Operation Golden Down, Operation Golden Sloop, or whatever. And I want you to understand that all these things have ceased. They still there. Ask yourself, why have they ceased? If they have not ceased, where are they? Why is Musa all of a sudden started crying? Why is it that the Nigerian army are now crying, hosting rallies, hosting conferences against social media? Listen, social media is one thing you cannot control because social media is there to tell you the truth. Social media is where you see people expose that hidden things. That thing where you no one make anybody know, it could enter social media. That's your hidden atrocities. Those evil where they do for secret. You go see person where they pass road, you go put phone for pocket, you go cover it like this, you go video rap, you go put them for social media. That is why they are scared. If not, why should the Nigerian army be hosting conferences in the name of seminar to tell people, to teach people what they should be doing in social media, to teach bloggers what they should be doing in the... No wonder one Oya Kilome, Maria Oya Kilome now, don't do anything, don't call Biafra because she has been warned. Nigeria is a place that tell you you are in a democracy, but you are truly in army autocratic system, army tyranny, army whatever, dictatorship, leadership, whatever they call it. Nigeria army can go and arrest you. Nigeria army arrest people I want to ask you, or for this, how many times have you heard the police who went and arrest people? It's always army that go to arrest them. It's always army that go to do whatever, do whatever. But we are not.
All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as to the hot. It's a new week, new Monday, new week to jolly, to go, to work hard, to make moves, to start a new plan, to start a new business, to start a new ideas, to push into what you have ever desired. It's never too late to start now. There is this talk that stated, start now, channel. So when you start now, you are actually starting late. You are actually starting early. No matter how many years you are or how old you have been on this earth. Ndị be anyị si n'ositata osita adịba mma na omele gịnị na ọdịbalụ gboo. Also want to remind you to subscribe to our channel, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button as so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first who collect. Yeah. I see they be my wonderful people. The information where we say it they drop for my table this Monday morning. This one a bloody information. Oh, I see they say 7 people has been killed and over 1,000 has been kidnapped as gunmen attack Castina. I know some of you will be saying, why will I be bringing matters that concerns Castina in this particular channel? But the one thing you need to understand is that they are human beings, and our people say that na onye fụlụ ọkụkụ ebe ọ na-abọ nsị chụpụ ya maka na ọ mara na onye nwa ya atụ ụkwụ ya. And that proverb say he that sees a hen playing with its legs in physics should chase the hen and rescue it, because you don't know if you are the one that is going to eat the hen's leg. And as they be, make I bring you the matters where we say it happen for that side, because all of them qua na human being when them be. At least 7 people were killed and 100 kidnapped on Saturday night when gunmen attacked a rural community in Nigeria's northwestern Katsina state, residents and police said yesterday. A Reuters report said it was the latest attack against residents in the north of the country. Armed gangs known locally as bandits have frequently raided communities in the northwest, kidnapping residents, students, and motorists for ransom. Residents said gunmen on motorbikes arrived in my Dabino village in Damuza local government area of Castina and started shooting sporadically, forcing residents to flee. Hassan Aliyu told Reuters by phone that the attack took residents by surprise and dozens of women and children were confirmed missing. They killed 7 people, including burning 2 children, Aliyu said. They spent more than 6 hours destroying our properties, he added. Awalu Ismail, another resident, said the gunmen first blocked all roads leading to Dabo before the attack. They burnt down our shops, vehicles, and took away our livestock. They also kidnapped my wife and more than 100 women and vehicles, he said. Katsina State Police spokesman Abubakar Aliyu Sadiq confirmed the attack and the 7 deaths, but would not say whether anyone was missing. He said police were investigating. The remaining men who did not flee are living in fear and waiting to hear news about their abducted loved ones, said Mohammed Sani, whose sister was abducted. Meanwhile, more than 1,000 people died during Hajj this year, according to a Reuters tally, as extreme heat hammered the nearly 2 million who took part in the annual Muslim pilgrim to Mecca. Most of dead were Egyptians. Security and medical source told Reuters on Sunday that the Egyptians' death toll had risen to 672 and another 25 were missing. A total of 236 Indonesians died, according to Indonesian government data, while India's External Affairs Agency said 98 Indian citizens died during Hajj. Further deaths were reported by Tunisia, Jordan, Iran, and Senegal, making this year's total toll at 1,144 people, according to a Reuters Italy. An Egyptian crisis unit tasked with investigating the situation said on Saturday it has suspended license of 16 tourism companies and referred them to the public prosecutor, accusing them of being responsible for death. It said we are mainly among pilgrims not registered under the official system. The unit said 31 deaths were confirmed as a result of chronic illness among official registered pilgrims. My brother, my people, I don't see as it happen for that Castina state. You remember around 2015, 16 and 17, when the government of Nigeria were negotiating with the terrorists during the time of Chibok girls. It was only 80 something, either 83 Chibok girls that was kidnapped then, and the government of Nigeria decided to negotiate with them because they felt that negotiating with bandits will be the way to make way. And everybody, even the world, knew that that was the greatest mistake that the Nigerian government made because you negotiated with these people, gave them millions, billions of naira, and in turn, the Chibok girls were not released. The millions were used to purchase a lot of weapons, and now the government is still negotiating, and a lot of people are still dying. I believe that it is and the first work of the government is to make sure that uh, uh, security is provided for the citizens. But over here, that is not what we are seeing. As it be, they say multi-million public asset under attack as vandals plunder bridge railing, steal power cables, others. I wonder why some people will be doing this thing. But let's go down to the full detail of the information. On June 27, 2024, the Lagos Rapid Response Squad officers apprehended a 18-year-old boy for stealing lead road stored light from the newly renovated 10 mainland bridge. The suspect, who was said to live in Makoko, a slum settlement in Lagos, was identified as Mubarak Abdullahi. LED lights were energy efficient, long-lasting lighting solution using lighting emitting diodes to produce light, clear illumination. LED road lighting, according to experts, sufficiently improve visibility, safety, and energy efficiency. Installed on bridges like Tenny Bridge, Niger Bridge, LED reduce accidents and operational costs. LED offer lower energy consumption, longer lifespan, and reduce maintenance compared to traditional lighting. My people, when I don't see as they happen, according to the Safety Nigeria, an online emergency and safety website, and LED road stored light in Nigeria costs between 7,000 and 15,000 per unit. I wonder why this, if you, all these vandals, most of them are these Hausa people that are doing iron condemn. I think it's even high time that the government start looking into this iron condemn business. Is either that they are being billed, or that they start paying tax, or that the government look into some of these things, because there are a lot of criminal activities going on with this iron condemn and the rest of them. You see these people uh, going into somebody's house to take what is there, and other things that are not supposed to be done. You see these Hausa people doing this, especially then are the one all over Nigeria, all over the southeast, southwest. These people can come inside your house, carry your gen, and do all manner of things to your properties. And I wonder why a sane human being will choose this type of way to be able to make it, because I don't know how much they will be getting from that kind of business, because everything is just to uh, get this thing and sell it at auction price. Meanwhile, let's go to Delta State. About 1,000 displaced as Delta demolish 40 buildings. It's like the present government, the government of 2023-2024, and also the government that follows President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are the government of demolition. It first started in Lagos, and next was Enugu, the next was Anambra, and now we are seeing the same thing being replicated in Delta State. Let's go down to the full detail of the information. Over 1,000 people were displaced as Delta State government on Friday demolished hotels, schools, among other buildings at the popular 74 Road and Hawaii Road areas near Government House, Asaba, the state capital. The chairman of the State Task Force on Recovery of Government Land, Mr. Frank Omari, who led the members of the committee during the demolition exercise, vowed to go after the land grabbers who misled innocent citizens in buying government land. Omari said the property owners had. Speaker Carlo has said that he is optimistic that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will soon be released. Deputy Speaker Carlo, he's also from Abia State. He's more like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's brother. He has made a statement that he's optimistic that Nnamdi Kanu will be released soon as possible. I don't doubt his antecedent. I don't doubt his belief or how optimistic he is. But the where I have doubt is not about saying that you are optimistic that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released very soon. But my point is, what are the efforts that is being made to be able to make sure that Kanu is released from the DSS detention? What effort are they making to be able to actualize this? Because some people say that too much talking, not the full basket. But action speaks louder than words. Maybe before I will come back to that, let's go down to full detail of this particular information. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Carlo, confirmed on Tuesday that he has met with the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, a couple of times at the Department of State Service facility, expressing high hopes that he will soon regain his freedom. Amended and Section 107 Bracket 1 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015. Honorable Kanu, who disclosed this in a statement issued in Abuja through his chief press secretary, Levinus Mwabiohu, expressed excitement over the recent call by 50 members of the 10th House of Representatives, led by Honorable Obi Agwacha, seeking for the release of the detained leader of the IPOB. He also applauded the lawmakers spread across the 6 geopolitical zones of the country and the political parties for throwing their weight behind him on the appeals for Kanu's freedom. According to the Deputy Speaker, there are expectations that the Southeast caucus will also arise in unison soon to support the effort. Recalling the impeachment of the Peace in the Southeast Project, PISE, a social advocacy group he founded that promotes the idea of a non-kinetic approach to resolving the security challenges and other sociological issues in the Southeast geopolitical zone of Nigeria. Carlos said that the release of the IPOB leader was very crucial to the restoration of peace in the zone. He said that a milestone has been recorded in his private engagement with the authorities on achieving a political solution in Kanu's case. The Deputy Speaker recalled that Honorable Agwacha accompanied him in one of those engagements with the decision makers in the country on the issue. Honorable Carlo, however, stated that some high-profile security issues are not product of advertisement in the media, hence the need to keep them confidential in order to not to jeopardize the gains so far are made. The Deputy Speaker, who also revealed that he has met with Kanu a couple of times in the Department of State Service detention facility, said that hopes are high that the IPOB leader will soon regain his freedom. In the last visit, 2 weeks before the court appearance, Carlo had discussed and obtained a firm assurance on the side of the IPOB leader on the need for sustainable peace in the region. Notably, that agreement has since been communicated to the delight of the authorities and Kanu's younger brother as his family representative. While thanking the lawmakers for their support, Carlo, who also represented Ben, the federal constituency of Abia State, appealed to Ndi Igbo to remain calm and hope and avoid provocative comments on the issue in the light of the treason that the government of the day cannot be compelled either covertly or overtly. He stressed that with diplomacy, a solution will be finalized. Kalo also warned against merchandise of Madison Kano's incarceration for selfish economic gain, which runs at variance with his wish, emphasizing that the IPOB leader should not be used as a political tool for any political capital. He urged all those genuinely supporting the advocacy for his freedom to go about it dispassionately with the face of humanity and for no personal interest, so that the work quietly done on it so far will not be a waste. My brother, this one is coming from Deputy Speaker of House of Assembly, Carlo, who is also the Speaker representing Bende. He has said a lot of things which I'm supposed to say here, that a lot of people are using Mazin and the kind of issues for personal political aggrandizement. Most of them knows that election is coming quite soon in some states, especially at the southeast part, and you find out that most of these people, when election comes, you see them using Kano as a bait to